How did something that had no form conform to a form? How did the blues lose its color? Pale posers turn the ritual commercial. Jazz is, was, and is always going beyond itself. So much it has lost its identity. The form became a law all must obey. The formula which governs the entire world needs to die or transform. What is the blues without loss? We cannot shape a new future until we lose the form entirely, and this doesn't mean chaos. Sing it as though it were a new song to break the seals. Our ancestors advised us not to follow in their footsteps. They opened the door for us to receive better education than they had. See, man, they don't understand this slang that you can't duplicate. We tried, but it wasn't as potent. Using the same formulas like a free man going back into slavery. For those who have ears, let them hear. When the sound truth adjusts the settings on the channel. This sound it is orbit and the oxygen you breathe, trying to put the earth in bondage to an attitude of frequency. Whether you know it or not, we are composing a form, the form which you use and deny at the same time. I nurture you without lording it over you. When you were sick, I took for myself to heal you. My recipe you try to sell back to me, watered down and sterile. Digging up the cornerstone to dance a jig for a bunch of unhealed blue bloods. Cool down, daddy-o.
Has jazz ever been played before?
Everything on this planet came out of Egypt. And they were playing jazz then. It has always been played because it's whatever the country is based in, it always comes to be the rules of the world. Whenever the music is, the creativity you see. True jazz is creativity. And it's from people who are especially gifted by the Creator. And although a lot of musicians can play the notes, they can't really play jazz. They're saying jazz, but they don't really, they're not playing it. In the black race now, you might have 50 people who are playing jazz scattered all over the country, all over the world for that matter. They lost it because they were trying to integrate, and they lost their ethnic structure, you see. So every nation got certain things that they do, like the Scotsmen, they play their music and they don't integrate it. And the Africans do that traditional thing. Each nation got its own ethnic thing, they don't integrate it. And the Chinese got their thing, their Chinese opera, they don't integrate it. The Japanese got their samurai and all these different things they do, and they don't integrate it. So then when black people lost their country and their government, they felt maybe if they integrated, they could be accepted by society. But it hasn't happened, and it won't happen, because everyone has to have their own government and their own ethnic cultural structures. And until black people get that, they'll just be like, well, float champ on the ocean of life. They have to have a cultural structure for people to recognize you, because they recognize you by your cultural structure. Like sometimes America ain't with Russia, Russia sends its ballet over and it's sending the culture over. And show them, well, we're doing something. We believe in beauty. And the Chinese, they send over their Chinese opera. And the Japanese got a lot of films over here. They send their cultural thing. And a nation is, they're compelled to recognize that these people are valid and have principle and structure.
Are you saying that black musicians, especially here in the Western world, are fragmented? Are you saying that we have lost our culture, so to speak? Is it in the music? Does it begin with the music in terms of developing our culture?
Most black musicians are not part of the black race anymore, you see, because they're not really, they don't have no feeling. They're thinking about money. They're thinking about fame. They're thinking about integration. They're not thinking about people, you see, like other musicians do concerning their people. You have to play for your people, you see. You have to develop your ethnic structures. And every nation has people in there who can look out for their race to develop the ethnic structures. Without that, any nation can forget it.